latest immigration news. Let's talk about the latest immigration. We have great news to share. So let's get right into the subject. What's going on with immigration laws in U.S.? Well, let me share the screen with you. But before I do it, again, go in the comment. This is a recording session. It's not live, but it's recording live session. You can just comment in the comment session. We'll get to it at some point. But let's just share the news with you, okay? So let me share my screen. I hope you can hear me. Let me share my screen so we can go straight in the news. Share screen. Let's start with Title 42. Okay. Yep, this is great news. Federal judge blocks Title 42 rule that allow expulsion of migrants at U.S.-Mexico border, puts order on hold for 5 weeks. Okay. So what's going on is we know about 42 title, right? So the 42 title when Trump was in power, well, it was really being executed. It's a title that has been there. It's a law that has been there for some times, but was really executed under Trump. Okay, so pretty much denying entry at the border for asylum seekers because of COVID, using that because of health emergencies, people couldn't get into the border. And even this Biden administration, trust me, they use it too to keep people away from entering the US when COVID was really going on and it was still in place, right? So this federal judge just blocked it again Wednesday, put on hold for 5 weeks. His ruling striking down the controversial Title 42 immigration policy, a Trump era rule that allow U.S. authorities to expel more than 1 million migrants who cross the U.S.-Mexico border. Okay, so Title 42 at this point is on hold. People at the border really can apply for asylum without being turned away. That's really the essence of it. Okay, because they were trying to just like push people back because of COVID, using Title 42, health emergency. We can't get a lot of people here. Everybody has used it. Trump used it. This Biden administration, they used it too. Don't, yeah, they used it. Okay, and they were actually defending it in court too at some point. So anyway, at least he has been struck down until midnight of December 21st. Okay, so people at the border will not be pushed away until further notice, but at least for I believe 5 weeks, it's not in effect, so to speak. Okay, that's the first news, the good one. Then we have the but guess what? This Title 42 end or stop came about when Trump decided to run for office. We know that Trump has decided to run for office in 2024. What a coincidence, right? He was the one who actually pushed for it like never before. And the day they made a pause on it was the day that he was actually um, pretty much declaring his candidacy for his second term, 2024. So this is what is awaiting us. Okay. So let's moving on to the next news. What is the next news? The next news, we're going to talk about some great news here with USCIS. We have pretty much DHS continues temporary protected status and related documentation for certain beneficiaries of TPS. So while we know that there was a lawsuit going on, this one, Homes and Batara is still going on. Basically, there's actually I believe, a stay on that. So, but at least on November 10, 2022, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, posted a federal register notice announcing the continuation of temporary protected status and certain related documents for beneficiaries under the TPS designation that remain subject to the court order. Okay? So what they're saying basically is that, well, those people, those countries can do it until June 30th of 2024. It has been extended, but the court order is still there. Kind of confusing, but again, it says that TPS beneficiary under the designation for El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Nepal, as well as 2011 Haiti designation and 2013 Sudan designation, will retain their TPS while the preliminary injunction in Ramos and the stay of proceeding order remain in effect, provided that they continue to meet all the individual requirements for TPS eligibility. So, in summary, right, they have continued TPS for those countries that I just listed, okay? Basically, those people can renew their TPS until June 30th, 2024, provided that you still meet the eligibility requirement, like no criminal record and stuff like that. So that's what it is. Then we're moving on to another one. We have, this one is good. I like it. USCIS announces online filing for affirmative asylum application. So basically, you can file your asylum for affirmatively, like for the first time. Okay. Some people are not cannot file. Affirmative asylum applicant may not file online if they are in proceedings in immigration court or before a board of immigration appeals. You cannot if you're in removal proceedings or before BIA. You cannot. If you are undocumented alien child as defined in 6 U.S.C., okay, paragraph 279G. So if you are and are in removal proceedings. So if you're undocumented child, non-citizen, undocumented child, you cannot file online. Okay. If you are among the category of applicants who must currently file by mail with the Asylum Vetting Center as outlined in special instruction, or already submitted a form I-589, which is still pending with USCIS. So those 1, 2, 3, 4 category of applicants cannot apply online. So if you want to apply online, check if you're not among those 4 people. If you're among those 4 people, then you cannot apply online. You have to send it by paper mail. Okay. What else they have? Yeah, this one I thought was good too. DHS announces countries' eligibility for H-2A and H-2B visa program. Looks like they added other countries. Yep, you see. They have a list of countries here. You can go. H-2A is for agricultural workers, temporary visa for agricultural workers. This is temporary visa for unskilled workers. Okay. So then we go to what the Democrats are saying about DACA dreamers. Democrats a DACA fix in lame duck session. So they want to fix DACA. They want to move forward with this bill. The dreamers, the defer action for childhood arrival program, you know, DACA, what it is. So what they want to do before January session, they want to see if they can find a solution for DACA. Well, if you read the article, it says that it's going to be a challenge, but at least they're trying. So I'm going to stop here and make some comments. So this is it for the news, right? We have great news. Title 42 at least stopped for 5 weeks, okay? Title 42, we already know, preventing people at the border, asylum seekers from entering based on health concerns like diseases because of COVID. That's why they were using Title 42 to push people away. The Trump administration used it, and this Biden administration used it. They actually even went on and defended in court. We will never forget that, okay? So at least this judge, this federal judge, has stopped it for 5 weeks to figure out what's going on at the border, which is good. We have asylum applicants. Affirmatively, they can apply online unless you don't qualify. There are 4 categories of people. They've added some other countries' eligibility for H-2A and H-2B visas, temporary workers visa. Well, and they want to fix DACA before January. That's what they said, the Democrats. So what's going on is that the Democrats will take control of the Senate based on the current midterms election. We're still waiting for December 6th for the runoff in Georgia, but it looks like Democrats will take control of the Senate based on the projections, okay? And it looks like the Republicans will take control of the House based on what we're seeing. And as far as governors, it looks like almost half-half. But it looks like on the Republican side, they went ahead maybe with one more. Since Arizona was lost, right, to a Democrat. So this is what is going on. And as you know, Trump is running again for 2024. So be aware of that. You cannot undermine Trump. We already learned that the hard way. So it's not a joke. So if you have anything that you want to file under this current administration, because the climate is good, at least for now, just go ahead and file if you qualify, okay? You can try to consult with me. You can schedule consultation using the link in the description box below. You can call to 2751-2180. Again, consultation fees apply. But you just have to make sure that you do something if you qualify. And there's some hope still, since those Democrats are taking control of the Senate. Well, if something has already passed the House, well, they have to force and get some votes in the Senate and try to make it happen. Okay? So that's what we're waiting for. So that's it for today as far as news are concerned. That's the main, I think, at this point, the main news. And there are a lot of lawsuits privately going on. If we see the result of it that can be beneficial to you, we'll talk about it. But that's it for today. Comment below, share, like. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. We're still sleeping. So you go ahead and share, please. And until next time, bye-bye.